There are creatures science refuses to recognize. But new technology makes us question what is real. If our eyes see it, if our cameras capture it, does it exist? We're going to enter a world where fact meets fiction, where science meets legend, and where nightmares come to life. Now tell me, do you believe in Danger Kaiju? Hey guys, Man Dragon Tamer Team Forbidden here, and from the intro, as you can see, we are back with Danger Kaiju 2.0. It's only had some subtle changes and differences. There are a lot of things that I can rant about, like where are Beast Warrior, Winged Beast Kaiju, where are extra stuff like this and that. But you know, sadly, who knows when we'll get more actual Danger or Kaiju support, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us would probably want. I know at least me and the Fanatic would, for different reasons, but you know, like I've said before in my top 10 videos a little while back, I just love Kaijus and Danger, so I thought, why not both?
I know both.
So, on to the profile. First off, which way?
Face me.
Oh, face me? Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. So first off, we got our 3 Bigfoot. Basically our biggest beater of the Danger lineup. And we all know basically what the Dangers do. You reveal, your opponent has to basically try and snipe it out of your hand. If not, it's either a free summon, or in terms of Bigfoot, it's a free pop of a face-up card. So, in terms with him and our next card over here, Thunderbird, they're easy trade-in targets to basically get advantage of drawing out your deck and either getting stuff onto the board, or, you know, if you're pitching them with trade-in, popping set or active cards on your opponent's field, because this deck likes to go second. Next after Thunderbird we have Dogman, because a lot of cards do tend to get big, like Savage and Dragoon, so if Dogman gets pitched, it decreases their attack by 1,000, making them a bit easier to run over. On top of that, he's like the only other high attack Danger out there, so hence why I kind of want more Danger support. There's not that many Danger monsters that have high attack like Thunderbird, like Bigfoot, like Dogman, so I want a couple more. After Dogman we have the 2 Chupacabra, because it is basically the archetypal monster reborn for the Danger archetype, so sending them to grave to bring back Bigfoot, to bring back Thunderbird, bring back Dogman, basically getting all your big beaters onto the board just for one big swing is the name of this card game, or at least for the deck. Then of course, Jackalope, Tsuchinoko, and Nessie, free pluses for the Danger archetype. You know, adding anything to hand, free summon from the deck. You can't really say no to free stuff. Then 1 Mothman, because it's basically the 4th Dark World dealing of our deck. Now onto the Kaiju lineup, we have 2 Gamma Seal, because it's Gamma Seal, it's the easiest one to really run over out of all of them. Then we have Kamanga, Baldara, Dogaron, Jizukidu, and Thunder King to finish up the lineup. As you can see, I expanded the lineup of the Kaijus a bit to have extra targets for the Interrupted Kaiju Slumbers, and you'll see that I messed around with my extra deck a bit, so you'll find out why on that also. Then of course, like I said before, I like to go second, so Alpha and Pankratops, you can't go wrong with Alpha and Pankratops going second. Because bouncing your opponent's Kaijus back with Alpha is funny. One of your main play starters, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, because you're basically wiping your opponent's board, setting up Kaijus on the board before you just start summoning your Danger, and just going for that big swing. You got a lot of level 8s, so your trade-in, and like I was saying before at the beginning of the profile, It is just free advantage and free pluses if you're sending stuff like your Bigfoot or your Thunderbird, because you know they're being discarded. You're getting your pops on top of getting your draw too. If you want to manipulate the danger effects, especially with something like Nessie or Chupacabra, where you want them to go off to get advantage, Dark World Dealings, because it deck thins you and sends away your stuff for discards. Same thing with Danger Response Team. It, you know, basically either a free bounce if you're just kaijuing your opponent's stuff away, summoning something like Tsuchinoko and Jackalope or Mothman, Danger Response Team, bounce in the back, then using Response Team effect to discard stuff and activate. You know, all kinds of shenanigans go on when it comes to discard dangers. Called by the Grave, because we don't like to be hand trapped. No one likes being Ash Blossom, no one likes being drolled. So, of course, the one, cross-out designator win, like everyone else says. I say Borland win, but you know, that's just me though. Harpies for the Duster, because we don't like back row. 2 copies of There Can Only Be One, because basically everything in your deck is a different type. You know, you got your one beast warrior, your one winged beast, your dinosaur, your machine, your thunder, you know. Everything in the Kaiju lineup is different. Almost everything in the Danger lineup is different. Tikaboo doesn't really stop you at all. We changed out the remove brainwashing for crackdowns because it's a bit more versatile. It can actually help to stop effects and kind of helps around going other stuff that I have in the extra deck, so this is nice to have as well. And then the one skill drain, because we just like to beat around with big beaters. None of this whole, oh, we're gonna have this all going on opponent's turns or effects going off the wombo combo. No, we're going big beaters, we're going old school, and that's how it's gonna stay. Onto the extra deck. 1 IP Masquerena, because it's IP Masquerena, you know, linking off on your opponent's turn. Akashic Magician, because like I said, one big strategy for this deck is just kaijuing your opponent's stuff and bouncing it back to your hand only to do it again. Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn, because you know, Nightmare package. And with, if you want to link climb with dangers, these are nice generic things to go into. And on top of that, they all discard, so you're still having danger effects go off, which, you know, skill drain doesn't affect at all because everything's going off in hand or in grave, so you're still getting pluses while your opponent's still being held down. Crusadia Equamax, so this is why I have all the other big kaiju monsters in there, because basically everything he'll point to, he'll gain the attack of, and you could just do one big swing. So we're just kind of pretending to be Grand Maju over here. 1 Blackluster Soldier, because we're dealing with a lot of high level monsters, so it's nice to give him the protection. Number 11 Big Eye, because we like to take our opponent's things. 1 Dracosac, because it's pops, tokens, it's basically free link climbing. Xenophon to shut down any graveyard summons, and on top of that he gets pretty big because a lot of stuff is basically is being sent into the graveyard because of danger effects, because of kaijus being summoned, because of interrupted kaiju slumber blowing up the field. It fills up the grave, he gets pretty big, so it's a nice card to have. Girsu, because we like to send problematic cards away or protect our stuff from being destroyed. 38, because it's 38, attack redirection and spell negation. You can never go wrong with that. Then Saryuja to fix hands, because you know, you're dealing with dangers. You're going to want to replenish your hand. Avermax, because it's Avermax. And Underworld Goddess, because we can IP mask away our opponent's stuff. We can take our opponent's monsters with with the crackdowns. We can fill our board with dangers. And since she can only be affected by stuff that specifically target her, it's a nice card to go into that your opponent's not well equipped to handle at times. So that's that. If you guys want a nice, good looking playmat, then here we like to thank our sponsor at Pow Manga for giving us these beautiful, well, what can I say? These are beautifully well decorated, well established mats If you could feel this right now, these are definitely nice fabric, nice material, durable, and beautifully made. On top of, you can see that, our prismatic secret rare field centers that go with our matching mats. If you guys want, you know, beautiful accessories like this, you can go to Palmanga Mats and type in Forbidden 10 at checkout to get 10% off for whatever mat, accessories, dice, whatever they're making, they got it. And it's not just exclusive to Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. They'll have things like Digimon, anime, whatever you can really think of or look up, they'll most likely have it as a single player mat, double player mat, any other things like that. So be sure to check them out. They'll be in our description below. Check out our Patreon, check out our Discord. And remember, if you see it, does it exist?